Alright, sorry about the delay. Hello. How's it going? Avo, time to party, eh? Hello. Ru MC, hola. Oldster, hello, hello. Hello, Lightning and Kiwi. Oh, speaking of Kiwi, he's sleeping. He's like just chilling. Let me show you. He's actually, I took a picture of him earlier. This is how he is right now. Right, meow. Will it focus? That's how Kiwi is right now. Living life dangerously between the couch and the table. he's just relaxing, but he seems sleepy. He seems like he's a little melty because it's been kind of warm these days, so he's kind of like taking it easy these days. Not as many zoomies. Hi Cole. I'm on the toilet. How do I send photos on Twitch? I told you. Just put them on Imgur. I'd rather just type it so you can imagine it. Bending my toes curled right now. Kinda like tiptoeing and straining. Also smells bad. Ew. That's so gross. It was the ranch. ODM, I don't know if ODM is here today. Who has the better life, pets or pet owners? If you're asking yourself that question, you must then ask yourself, are you the pet or are you the owner? That's the real question to ask yourself. Who is the pet and who is the owner? Pet owns you. That's correct. That's correct. We are simply working at their whim. You know, you're just doing whatever they will. So it is how it is. Alright, so today's build is this rather interesting board from EAZSOO Studios in China. This was sent through ClickClack.io, and it's a 65%. It's kind of like an entry-level sort of board with some unique features. So I believe Alex built one of these too. I'm just gonna take all the accessories out first. I don't know what all of this is. And then the board's right here. So where is the keyboard, you might wonder? The keyboard is underneath this block of aluminum. It is a built-in wrist rest. Like that. So interesting. I must say, it's not like built-in wrist rest with a keyboard is not like an unknown concept. Like, you know, you see it on like the Microsoft ergonomic keyboard type of deal, where it's just kind of like there and it's like padded or whatever. But this has like these hinges, which is kind of interesting. So I find it intriguing. I'm not sure what these covers are for. Like, what are they protecting? There's like these wrap covers. Is this supposed to be like sticky or something? Or is this supposed to be like a pad? I'm not sure. But they have like some gaskets here to like protect it, I guess, from making like a hard impact onto the piece here. But yeah, it kind of folds like that. So like, let me show you. It's like, it's a 65%. So as you can see, it's hot swap with flex cuts, has kind of this pogo pin magnetic mount for the PCB. And then this is what the side looks like. So like, you can, you know, the hinge kind of goes all the way around, I guess. But I guess realistically speaking, you know, you would open it up like this, and then you sort of cover it all the way like that, you know, once it's built. I assume this gap is to cover, to account for when keycaps and switches are there, so because they will stick out a little bit further from the board. But it basically kind of wraps up all the way like that. It's pretty interesting. It's an interesting concept. USB-C centered. So it's an interesting concept. Looks like as far as the board is concerned, it's like has long bump-ons. Kind of reminds me of like some of the older Geon feet with the long strip, or there's some other boards that have this too. But I'm not a particularly huge fan of long bump-on strips like this, but I guess it makes for a clean look. But and then you have a second piece here, which is kind of like serves as a weight, but more so as an incline. It has the engraving for the EAZSOO Studio, and then that's about it. It's really pretty simple board. Anyway, let's get around to the rest though. So let's open up the accessories here. So it looks like this is the USB receiver if you want to do wireless, so you can do wireless. So USB connector, and then what is this? Is this a screwdriver? Oh, it's a magnet. Oh, has these bars. Are these the same bars? The ones that connect the side ones? Oh, yep, they are. Okay, so I guess you can technically take it off here. I'm seeing that there are these bars that connect the pieces, so you can technically disconnect these guys. Okay, that's interesting. I'm assuming you can disconnect them at any joint. Yep, you can. So yeah, you can fully take them off if you really wanted to. So if you wanted to go no wrist rest, you can just put this magnet on, and it will remove like a little bar there that's in there. Oh, that's neat. It's kind of like a watch. Okay, so there's the magnetic bar. And then, I'm not sure what this is. More, oh, I see gaskets for mounting. I assume. I'm assuming these are like bump-on strips. I'm not sure, some sort of rubber. Then we have a foam kit, which we can try using. If you guys don't like the flex cuts, we can also, what we can do with the flex cuts today is we can also tape them up. So that's always an option. You can just use some tape and tape them up. So there is the P foam, and then we have, I guess this is for, I'm not sure. This is just like a layer in between. And then plate foam. Are those flex cuts? Yeah, they are. They are. So this is rather interesting. It has a fixed layout too. It has fixed and wow. Okay, so it was right. So I did prepare some stabs thinking that it was, I wasn't sure. I hadn't checked the full board, but yeah, this has plate mount stabs. It doesn't have support for PCB mount. This is interesting. It definitely sort of kind of gives the impression of a more like OEM style board, you know? So I'm taking a look at the product page here. Oh, there's no pricing yet? Let me see. Do they have pricing on the ClickClack website? clickclackio.com. Wait, clickclack.io, right? Let's see. Nope, no pages yet. Okay. No pricing yet, but I'm assuming this won't. Hopefully, it won't cost too much. I think for something like this, I would probably pay like you know, if it were something that I was going to buy for sure, which I'm not, but you know, if I had to price it, I'm assuming this would be like $250 maybe because of the whole wrist rest situation. Okay, so it has a FR4 plate with plate mount stab configuration. Rather interesting. I certainly don't see plate mount stab stuff much these days. So yeah, wow. So very limiting configuration. Pretty much fixed layout, completely fixed layout. ANSI, no step caps, 6.25U, and yeah, that's it. So it just has the blocker on the arrow cluster, and yeah, wow, quite limiting. Yeah, this is the one with the built-in wrist rest. Yeah, if you watch Alex's stream, then you know what it's about, right? And then it has this magnet to remove the little joint bars, which is kind of neat. But yeah, you can remove it if you want. Okay. I guess I should remove the PCB from the interior, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Hold up. What? Oh, magnet frame. I see. I was like, where are the screws? Has a magnetic frame. Okay. Magnetic frame. They really went for the full convenience aspect. And then we have case foam as well, anti-shorting thingy. Okay, cool. Actually, maybe I should just test the PCB. It's pretty easy to test it if it's here already. Oh, it lit up, so I guess there is a battery in there. Had some switches around here. Hold on. So I polled in my server and people voted for MX Blacks, which is unsurprising for my server, but also sometimes I always wonder if people ever want anything different. But people want their MX Black content, so I'm like, okay. Is this on the wired mode? No, it's not. There. Okay. Ooh, wow. Bright. Okay. So if I'm assuming this will also work if I plug this in. Which way is right? I'm not sure which way is the right way. Actually, maybe. That works. For some reason, this PCB, I'm not sure how to. I'll figure it out. Cool. Alright, let's take it out. Alright. Okay, so plate mount stabs. So this is funny. I had prepared these plate mount stabs beforehand when I was doing some other build, and turns out that it didn't need plate mount, and so I just like kept them around. So some of these I think are already lubed. So let me see. Yeah, these are lubed already. The only question is whether they're good enough. So let's see if these work fine. It's been a while since I've used any plate mounts. So usually the part where the wire goes is has a little opening here. But let's see. Okay. Oh, that clips. Okay. I think I need to prep. I think this is 7U though, so I need to prep a 625. This will be a pretty fast build, I think. Okay. This is the wrong wire, so let's get new wire lubed up here. Frank the Third, how are you doing? It's been a warm weekend. Warm week in general. It's just finally getting really warm. Been chillin'? Busy work season? Oh yeah? Mr. Kupo, hello. How's it going? We should have 2 Christmases a year? Wait, why do you say that? Why do you think so? For the holidays? Do you love Christmas? Is Christmas your favorite holiday, Kupo? Because I love Mariah? Fair. Do you think? I mean, I'm sure someone all they want for Christmas is you, so yes, 2 Christmases would be good. I mean, I love Christmas personally. I love the holidays. The holiday season is great. I love Christmas. It is my favorite holiday personally. But that's because I also grew up in Mexico, where it's kind of a big thing, right? The wallet can't handle 2 Christmases, Kupo. That is also true, I guess. Yeah, the gifting part. Yeah, there's a lot of gifts too. Yeah, among other things, of course. Oops. Plate mount stabs. Wow, really haven't used any of these in a bit. Okay, let's hope these work fine though. Okay, that's trash. Oopsie. So Okay. I need to eat lunch. I think I'll make a smoothie. Oh, is that all you would eat for lunch, Scoopo? I feel like I eat more during the day, so a lunch like that for me would be not enough. What did I have for lunch? For lunch, I had curry. I had curry over rice and some paratha. It's pretty good. Eggplant curry. Smoothies are really unhealthy. Well, they can be, so I just eat that. I guess they can be, yes. It's okay, Koopa. We know you're jacked anyway. This looks exactly like the Sugar 65 FR4 plate. I have no idea what the Sugar 65 FR4 plate looks like, but since you say it's identical, I'll trust you. Oh, these are some of the tighter kind of hot swap sockets. These are Kale hot swaps though, right? Yeah. The voices. Oh, bye, Koopo. And that's how Koopa just left. Okay, I guess let's try the stabs first, huh? Don't really know how they feel right now, so I just want to just check. Nice OT titanium artisan, bought from Haymark. I have no idea if it was gotten from them or not. I did. It's not mine, so. Oh, it sounds pretty good. Oh, no rattle. That's pretty good. Almost like whoever prepped these stabs knew what they're doing. I mean, I just loop them normally. I just loop them the same way I do for every stab. But I do find that plate mount stabs, it really depends on the cutouts on the plate too. So like if the cutouts on the plate end up a little loose, they get like wiggle room here, so they end up feeling kind of like they end up sounding rattle even though the stab itself is fine. So sometimes I like, yeah, with plate mount I'm always a little wary that they won't sound good even if you loop them supposedly properly. So always nice when they do work. Cause yeah, on the PCB, like PCB mount, right? Like they just depend on those like 2 holes per side, right? But for plate mount is a whole plate, like it's a whole like cutout. So there's like a lot of points of failure, I feel. I don't mind plate mount, but yeah, I think if it's an option, it's better not to. I think PC mount, despite the inconvenience, can be a bit more reliable. Okay, yeah, so I obviously didn't put the plate foam in. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna try it with the I don't like these flex cuts per individual switch. So I think it'll sound nicer if we tape them shut. So we can try doing that. I've never had to use plate mount even with my first custom being the GMK Pro. Oh yeah, I guess by the time, wait, yeah, I think GMK Pro had PCB mount, right? So I guess by the time that came out, it was already PCB mount more commonly. But yeah, for a long time, a lot of boards had plate mount or co-star, for example. Which can be pretty annoying too in their own way, because replacing keycaps on co-star is just like a pain due to the little inserts. Let's see, I was gonna... Oh, who's this? Hello. Secret Myth. How are you? How are you? Happy Sunday. Oh, it's already Sunday? That's how I felt as I woke up today. It's like, it's already Sunday, what the hell? Where's my weekend? you know, with hot swap, like the convenience of hot swap is that you like just put the switches in and you're done, right? But one thing I don't like about hot swap sockets is that you gotta watch out for the way the pins fit into the socket itself. Sometimes the inner part of the, basically the pin holding portions of the contacts inside of the socket, like sort of like, if you don't put it in properly, they sort of like bend in a weird way. And it's just such a hassle. You have to like watch out for it, especially like on these PCBs with these flex cuts. You always have to like push each individual switch in like carefully. Watch out for that, because otherwise sometimes like you might, if like if the soldering joints of the sockets themselves are not good, the sockets can pop out. Like they'll come off. It's such a pain sometimes. I feel like I would rather just solder most of the time. So much easier. Hot swap is a nightmare on O-ring, especially if the switches are loose in the PCB. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. I've seen that too. I've heard of people trying to build like O-ring mount stuff. Yeah, because also the O-ring will squeeze them out, right? So yeah, it's not fun. But yeah, just generally speaking, it's like, I mean, obviously I say this because I can solder, but I do feel like some of the inconvenience of hot swap can be just really inconvenient, like really annoying to deal with. This so far has been okay, but yeah, just sometimes it happens. Have you consumed the tea on Z Frontier by chance, Diego? No, I have not consumed any tea on Z Frontier recently. There is tea every so often, though, I know. Well, what tea is there today, is what I'm wondering. I consumed tea this morning, though. It was a nice green tea. It's Kazawa versus Manu, the project manager, Manu, the control Manu KB. Yeah. Oh, I have not read that. I think I saw a mention of it somewhere. I just didn't. I haven't done my today. I haven't really been on Discord and stuff much. I was just doing chores and stuff this morning, so I didn't really bother reading anything new. Kazawa versus Manu. Huh. Kazawa is the manufacturer, right? It's a keyboard manufacturer. Oh, wait, didn't I just build a board by Kazawa recently? I think that Nuxrose Sebas is by Kazawa. I think there's a few boards by Kazawa lately. I've seen a few projects by them. I can TLDR if you want. If you haven't, I wouldn't read much into it. Okay, I'll check it out maybe later. I think I can kind of imagine what it's about. It's probably a bunch of pointing fingers and being like, but you told me, and you told me, but you didn't do this, but you promised me, but you didn't. Probably. I mean, that's all I can imagine from a business standpoint. Especially when it's a keyboard manufacturer and a person, right? So it's probably like that. Clackbait! Hello! How are you? Yeah, it's that. Yeah, I'm not surprised. That's what happens when business relations fall apart. Although, a little weird to air that in public. Like, aren't these kinds of things this kind of stuff that you probably shouldn't be airing in public because it... So what happens when you do that, like air a business to business grievance in public, is that at the end of the day, the unprofessionalism of airing it in public basically kills the reputation of both parties immediately. Like, some people will be like, oh, okay, I'll benefit of the doubt, or being like, oh, you know, like, this person didn't seem to have as much of a fault, so they're like, okay, you know, might give them some exception for some business or whatever. But to be honest, to the point where you put it in public, it means all communication methods failed by that point, right? So you're basically committing like a big kamikaze kind of attack. Like you put yourself in public as a business, and you know, whether this is an individual or business doesn't matter, right? You represent some entity, right? And so you go in, you badmouth another person, right? And obviously they're retorting back at you, right? They're likely not to leave it alone unless they have something to defend, right? So yeah, I mean, it sucks, but I think it's gonna affect both parties pretty poorly. So good luck to them. Good luck to them. Alright, so what I'm gonna do with this build is I'm gonna put the gaskets on, right? And we're gonna try it with like no foam, no tape, no whatever. And then what I'm gonna do is tape the flex cuts shut. I'm not a huge fan of these guys usually because they end up feeling a little like kind of like they dissipate a bunch of the sound off in not a positive way. So I'm gonna start with that. Okay, so let's see. Where do these go? These are little socks. I think they go like this. Yeah, okay, perfect. And click locks are, they're listed as doing Seba, Snake, and Optica. They're all different designers, I see. Okay, they're different designers, at least. So it wouldn't tank all projects or anything like that. Lack of organization, lack of integrity from Kazewa, selling buy-in boards without buy-in royalty, and blah blah blah. I see. Kazewa decided to make it public. Manu chose violence when the OG Synovia bar said things about the ongoing project run by Manu. Ongoing. The buy-in situation is a bit of a can of worms, right? So I think Manu would have known going in. So I think it's inevitable that someone would poke at it. I mean, this is what everyone will do until supposedly all the issues are resolved. So the way it reads is they only made it public because Manu was publicly saying things about them. Oh. Yeah, even if you did start it, staying professional is key. One of them didn't stay professional. Oh well. Alas, good luck to them. Good luck to them. It's a catch me outside situation. Wanna go on a fight? I'll fight you at recess. Unfortunate. Yeah, best of luck to them is all I can say. Nice and easy. These builds they tend to be on the easier side when they just simple. I'm not actually sure if I'll be able to type on this board because I'm not sure I have the PCB controls, but maybe hopefully once I start pressing buttons they'll work. Earlier I was like not sure how to get it from like the wireless to wired mode. Usually they have like the same key binds for most PCBs, but sometimes it doesn't work that way, so we'll see. Still, novelas mexicanas still at the top of the drama scale? Oh yeah. Good old telenovelas. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna try no foam and no nothing else. I personally think it won't sound great, but we'll see. Maybe MX Blocks will save it. Seems simple. Well, that's easy. Wow, flexy. There's like not much stopping it, so pretty flexy. Okay. Ooh. Can just cover it. It's kind of neat. Okay. Actually, I guess if I press on anything, does it work? Does this work? The PCB lit up, but I don't think. Yeah, I'm not sure how to. Okay, let's just plug in a cable and see if I can do it wired somehow. Nope. How do I set it to wired mode is the real question, huh? I'm not sure how to set it to wired mode. I don't have a manual for this. Not seeing anything happen. Function, escape. What if I like do this? That's probably for flashing. Yeah. Yeah, that's for flashing. Okay, well I can just type on it regardless. I can just type gibberish. What keycap should we put on this, eh? I don't know how to make this work right now. I don't know the controls for it. Let me see if I can find something for that. Do you guys have any preferences for keycaps, or should I just pick some myself? Midnight Rainbow. Is that the set by Jay? I don't have that one. That's a rare-ish set, right? Yeah, I think that's kind of a. I don't have that set for sure. I have Nectar Bite, but I don't have Midnight Rainbow. I have Nectar Bite though, which is the Hander Bite, but with black base and colorful, like legends. Blanks could work as well, actually. Blanks. He's planning on doing R2 soon? Oh, cool. That's nice. Oh, these switches feel nice though. Okay. I guess something red. What red set would you want to see? Like Crimson Cadet? We could definitely do that. Okay, fine. I need a keyboard to type on, so let me take this one out and let me make a poll. Then we can choose between a few sets I suggest and a few sets you suggest. So let's see. Keycap set. Crimson Cadet. Let me suggest. So someone suggested blanks. I don't know what blanks I would use. Maybe I would do. I have like PVT blanks, I think. That would work with this. Let's see. Keycaps. Thinking maybe. Let's just say. Let's see. Is this how does this one look? That one's kind of darker tone. Let's say GMK Deepfield. I have that. That seems to work well on darker bases. Let me suggest. No, not really feeling Dolce today for whatever reason. Honor Dark, I don't have that either. Let's say GMK Wob. But no, wait, do I have a different Wob? Let's say GMK Shanshui. And then for the last one, I can suggest something different. Diego, your blue gray is more blue than mine. I'm sure it's just the. Actually, well, I don't know. It could be a difference between the prototype and the production, but I think it should be close. So it might just be the camera colors looking off, perhaps. It could be. I don't know. What am I feeling for this last one? Let's just pick between those, actually. Let's just pick between those. It's nice how you just pull one out from the keyboard shelf. Yeah, I mean, I have a bunch of keyboards here, so yeah. It's one of the easy ones to get, so yeah. Maybe, yeah, I bought Hammerhead Light, but it didn't look as good as Grand Prix on mine. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the color is a little bit different. Like see how like it differs. I bring it to the shade and it looks bluer. I bring it up to the light and it looks a little like lighter, right? Obviously, but it's just lighting things too. Like it's anodized, and you know it just reflects a lot. And this I have this really bright light shining on my face, which actually sometimes like when I'm done with stream, I'm like, whoa. It's just a lot. I still have no idea what these are for, but I'll just put them aside. Okay, not many votes. There's also not many people around here today, so that's all right. One more deep field. I think deep field could be a fun set. Seen a few pictures of it with it on like darker boards, and it looked pretty good. All right, let's do GMK Deepfield. I have it around here. Okay, Deepfield. Here. All right. Wow, someone's causing some traffic jam out here. Jeez. Jeepers. All right. Deepfield. Let's see. It's like semi-new. It's like I put it on once before, not on stream I think, and then put it back because I needed to organize it, but then didn't. It's basically new, yeah. All right. Pipe. Oh, interesting. Okay. Mango Keeps with the raid. Hello. Thank you for the raid. How are you doing? I'm not sure what to put. We'll see. Okay. Hello Raiders, how's it going? Mango, hope your build is going well. It's going alright. Aside from the fact that I'm not sure how to operate this PCB just because I don't have like a manual for it, so I don't know the keybinds. It's going okay. The build itself is fine. Just don't know the firmware stuff. Happens sometimes with prototypes when they send out the proto, but then I don't get a manual because they're like still preparing stuff. Got some novelties here too, huh? Let's see, maybe I'll try them out. Else. Then maybe we'll just do 2 artisans today. So we'll do Okay. There's Deepfield. The lighting doesn't make it look too good right now, I think. Maybe the side view is a little better. Yeah, that does look a little better on that view. Okay, and let's put on a couple of artisans here. Green. Not much that's like green like that. But put some colorful ones. This one. And I'll put this guy here. Oh, Alex, hello. Alex, oh, hi Kiwi, what's up? Yeah, okay. Do you want to say hi to people? You probably don't, but come say hi. It's kind of early, though, Kiwi. Yeah, I know. Come here. I want to say hello to Kiwi. Say hello. Hi, Kiwi. Doesn't want to be here. He's shedding so much. It's shedding season. I'm gonna sit over here. Yeah. Good. Okay, Kiwi, sit. Sit. Actually, not very visible like that, right? Okay. Good. Kiwi, high five. Good boy. High five. Good. Shake. Good. Shake. Good boy. Get it from my hand. Here's our freebie. Okay. Want to get it? Get it. Kiwi. Doesn't want to? Okay. Wow. Good boy. Good doggy. Yeah. Sometimes he scratches himself like a dog. He's got the dog in him. Good eye gunk, buddy. Oh my gosh, Kiwi, you're shedding so much. Oof. Cole is here. Remove the orange. Aw. Good boy. It's cat and orange. Look, he's orange. Do you like this orange, Cole? Yes. Okay. Cole approved. Yay. Okay. Alright, well, Kiwi, you can, I guess you can stay if you want. Dog scratch. Okay, are you gonna let me type on this, Kiwi? Wow, Cole, you're not coming to KeyCon? Sad. Okay. Alright. Let's try this out. So we got our ESU67 with MX blacks and an FR4 plate. We have no foam right now. And currently there is also a flex cut PCB, so I don't expect it to sound too good, but we can try it out. Plate mount stabs, and yeah, let's try this out though. Wow, so much fur, Kiwi, oh my god. Okay, Kiwi, can I type on this? Are you gonna let me type on this? Okay, I'm gonna type on this like here, okay? Okay. Oh, I just realized I'll just type gibberish because I can't. It doesn't type on the actual computer. All right, here we go. That's not bad, actually. The only thing is, yeah, as you said, it's like, it's kind of quiet, but I think the quietness actually comes from the PCB flex cuts. So, but not bad. Actually, I expected worse, but this is not bad. I've heard a lot worse from other builds with the full flex cuts, so this is actually pretty okay. Especially the spacebar sounds alright. The spacebar sounds pretty good, but I think there's no flex cuts near the bottom row, so maybe that's why. Okay, let's try opening it up and putting the flex cuts, like tape on the flex cuts, and see how that differs. Let me go to the mods. Yeah, definitely a pretty quiet. So let's try this. Let's see, how do I do this? How do I do this carefully? Let's see. Maybe I'll remove the artisans and try to see if I can remove the plate from here. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna tape these flex cuts. So I'm just gonna grab some tape. Wow, Kiwi, you're just staying here? Oh, never mind. Bye. Oh, hi Kiwi. So So I guess just even taping these horizontal ones will help a lot. So let's try that. Show you these cover some of the vertical ones too, so that's nice. Okay. Maybe should I put one more layer here? I'm not even sure, but why not? I guess. Alright. That should be good enough to get them not to move. So let's try it that way. Okay. Just all magnetic, so pretty easy. Magnets, yeah, just on the, it's like the frame. So this is like, you know, the case is here, and then this frame portion with the blocker has magnets. And then that's it. And then the PCB is also attached by the magnet. But yeah. Okay, technically I don't even need to plug it in right now because it's not really plugged into the computer. So alright, let's try it again. So this time I just taped the alpha flex cuts shut with just some Kapton tape. So let's see how it sounds. Alright. Here you go. So that's kind of how it sounds. Yeah, it's still a little on the quiet side, actually. I actually do wonder do we want to put some case foam in it? Maybe it's a little bit, it's pretty thick though. But we could put some foam in it. We could even put this one, which is a little thinner, I think. If you wanted to try that. Actually, no, they're the same thickness, never mind. They're the same thickness, but we can even try putting case foam if we want to try. What are the switches? These are MX Blacks. MX Blacks. As requested by folks in my server. Alright, so the mods, again. It's a nice spacebar. Alright, so yeah, so that's what that sounds like. Let's try. try putting the case foam in now. So just open this up. Just slide that in there. And then it's magnetic, so just slowly accommodate the frame. That's it. I think it still sounds kind of quiet, right? So WTF, I'm still giving this guy money? Yeah, ugh, gross. Why do you support that guy? Ew, don't do that. Frank, how dare you? Ew. Alright, let's try it again, this time with case foam inside. Not bad. To be honest, not as foamy as I thought it would be as well, yeah. So I think it's just because there's enough room in the case. It's not really pressing into the foam is what I'm kind of feeling. So normally when you have a case really full of foam, you can feel the pushback from it. And this one I'm not really feeling it. I mean, it's definitely stiffer than before. Like you can definitely feel that it doesn't really go down as much anymore. But typing wise, it still feels okay. Like it's actually not like, it doesn't feel like completely I guess like choked with the foam. I imagine with the plate foam though, like if I had used this one here, it would have felt like that for sure. Once they go all around the switches and everything, it feels really like just kind of unpleasant, at least for me. I personally don't love how it feels. But yeah, not bad. What's kind of cool about this board is, yeah, the neat feature about this board is this thing right here. This thing is interesting in the sense that it has this wrist rest built into the case. You know, like what's kind of funny is that you can actually take it off. You have these like kind of like, it's not a spring bar like in a watch, but it's like like a metal bar, so you can actually just remove it like that, and actually remove the wrist rest from the case entirely. So you can just do that and it will remove itself. So yeah, it's kind of neat. Like you can have no wrist rest on it. Sorry, there's like the GMK trade fluff on there. And then you can actually, obviously just put it back. So you just, put these things back in, and the little bars back in to the case. So yeah, so it's interesting in that regard. It's not very difficult to work with. But fucking magnets, how do they work? Yeah, for real. So Yeah, so the whole idea of this board is it technically works wireless. It has I have a wireless receiver over there. It's not currently connected just because I don't have like the manual for the PCB, but you know it should work fine. Like it was lighting up earlier, it's just fine. But yeah, the whole idea of this is you actually can just fold it up like this, and it covers the case. Like it just covers it up like that. So it's like you work, and then you're like, all right, like, you know, you're like working, and then you're like, okay, I'm out. Carry it out, and then you just leave with it. So that's kind of like the idea behind this board. It has these. It has this built-in wrist rest, which just acts like a cover. So it's a wrist rest / keyboard cover. They even accounted for the gap that happens like between the case and the rest here. So you can actually see that from the side. So yeah, so it actually accounts for the keycaps in there, which is kind of neat. No SA. SA profile would definitely make this go up like yay much. But it's pretty cool. I mean, I think it's a cool concept. Like this is one of those projects that, as rudimentary and kind of primitive it might seem in some ways, like in terms of like there are some things that I would definitely change about it. Like there's layout things, there's like the plate mount stats versus PCB mount thing. There's like the frame here, the magnetic frame that locks the case. The frame to the case is like kind of weak. Like it's pretty easy to lift it up. So I feel like a nice shake would actually probably pop that off. That said, it does remain closed when you put it on, because it does kind of like grab onto the side here. But yeah, I mean, it does have some things that I think could improve on, but like this is the kind of projects that I think are kind of fun. So you know, the people who came up with this, they're like, yeah, I want my wrist rest for sure, and I also want a keyboard cover. And why not just have it all together, all in one? And I don't know, it's kind of a cool concept. It's simple, it's elegant in a way. They did look into the details to some extent. Like, I don't know what this wrap is for, to be honest. Like, it has some kind of like wrap on it, and some kind of like, it doesn't look like PVD finish. It looks like they applied like a type of rubber. It's like a protective rubber, I guess. Just to kind of like not damage, not ding the case. I think that's what this is. But basically, they accounted for stuff like putting bump-ons here so it doesn't actually hit the case over here. They have like extra spacers for stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's neat. I think it's a cool project. Like, I think it's unique. Definitely don't see this stuff. Yeah. Like, that's the thing. As a boring rectangle, enjoyed this, ain't for me, but I respect this. Exactly how I feel myself. I think I personally respect this kind of stuff. I think it's cool that people actually work on just, it might be completely unnecessary, but why not kind of projects. I think that's the stuff that advances other things in the hobby. And so for some people, they just want that full package, and so I think this is kind of neat. Gotta go do some quick work stuff. Thanks for the stream. Okay, sounds good, Frank. See you later. But yeah, this is what it looks like all together. Just droop, droop. It's like a little keyboard folio. I own a keyboard in the little shape of a cat. It's important to create fun in the hobby. Yes, thank you. Yes, I can appreciate that a ton. So I think it's very nice. Need a close-up on the leveled Pantera? Oh yeah, sure. It's right here. So this is, oh, is it not focusing? Sorry, I think it's the mic. Anyway. That's GMK Deepfield on it. We're supposed to be having fun? Well, if you're not, then I guess too bad for you. Better than comparing our waste of money? Yeah, your nice electronic PP contests. If you would like to partake. I mean, look at me. I'm a pro at this stuff. Look. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Damn it! I had it. Oh. Oh. I can't do the fourth one. It doesn't. I don't think the magnetic strength reaches all the way. Oh. Oh. It kind of. Oh well. There's a piece of dirt on the left side of the desk mat. Oh, right here. Oh, do you like the blockers? Oh, I heard you like the blockers. Actually, Alex, you know you sent me a package from your last sale. It got marked as delivered, but it didn't show up in my mailbox yesterday. So I now have to wait until Monday to see if it shows up. It's so weird. Sometimes they do this thing where they might confuse the mailboxes or something. So I hope if somebody else got it, I hope they just put it back. But yeah. God damn it. Yeah, I mean, it's just mail things. Just USPS sorting things, man. It's just, I'm just like, ugh. That happened to someone else? Yeah, it just happens. It's like, especially if you live in an apartment, or like where there's like unit numbers, they confuse like different unit numbers, which is super annoying. They don't read the names. They just don't read the names. I know that for a fact. Like, some people might recognize it, like if it's like the regular person that does it, but sometimes like when someone is like subbing in or it's just like a person who's just looking at the apartment numbers or the unit numbers, they always get them confused. I've had that happen. I forgot coming here. Felt like home. I'm from Alberta, Canada. Chirps here are real. Yeah. I mean, I'm in New York, so. Anyway. But anyhow, neat board. I think this is kind of cool. You know, little built-in rest type of deal. The ESU67 from EAZSOO Studio. Clearly they didn't name the board after their own studio name. if you didn't notice. But looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I think this is with GMK Deepfield right now. So yeah. So there it is in all its glory. Okay, so I guess that's pretty much all I have for today's build though. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, feel free to ask. Yeah, I think it's kind of cool where, you know, I'm just like, okay, do work, pack it up, boom, sleeve. It does have wireless, so like it does have a dongle. So it comes with a USB receiver as well. I imagine it also has Bluetooth, which I actually didn't check if it was currently on Bluetooth mode or whatever. Chances it does. Haven't checked, but yeah. Current board for work. What do I have at work right now? I think I have a. For a bit, I had a Jane V2ME, and then I later took a Real Force and an HKV. Yeah, so I think right now it's Topre. I switched between MX and Topre. Is the rest metal or plastic? This is metal. This is metal. This is aluminum. It's pretty light. It's metal. Yeah, you can look it up. You can check it up close. Let me see if I can just, maybe I'll do this. I'll zoom in. Yeah. It's aluminum. Obviously this one is a black one, so it's a little bit of a fingerprint magnet, right? So this one's a fingerprint magnet right now, but it is metal. Yeah, it's because it's a black colored one, and then it kind of opens up like this, like that. Yeah. I would even take leather. Oh yeah, like leather and stuff. Yeah, I think different material would be nice too for this part. It does look like you can take that off. So you could actually, if you can make a panel that's this thin, this thick rather, you could actually just put it on. Because right now it's like attached with magnets like this. So this has a part where you can just take it off from. So you can technically put other materials on there if you really want it. Yeah. So yeah, it does have magnets on here, like here, 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 and here. So you can actually attach other materials on there if you want it. Yeah. I imagine if this were successful, I imagine they could create accessories like that, like replaceable tops for this portion, which also kind of is funny, but it would also make this part here covered with that material. They really love magnets, huh? I mean, hey, they know how it works probably, so that's probably why. But yeah, they do like their magnets. I'll take out this tab key here. But yeah, they do, like, this is magnetic, like, yeah, so it's all magnetic, like magnet, magnet, magnet. Yeah, so a lot of magnets for sure. Yeah. Impossible. Yeah. I think it is neat. I have to say, I was also a little bit skeptical. I do think flex cuts honestly could go. I think I would appreciate seeing step caps, lock support, 7U. Actually, 7U is iffy on this wireless PCB just because they have all these components for the chip, probably for all the wired versus wireless stuff. I think they just don't have the space to do it. But which is actually, now that I think about it, I imagine that's also another reason why they're going with excuse you, the hell, all that stuff for the plate mount stabs. I think it's because they have all these electrical components for the, because they also need a driver for the LEDs, they need the controller, they need the wireless stuff, that noise pollution. Yeah, fuck off. What the hell? Excuse my French. Someone making traffic around here. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, magnets. But I can see why they had restrictions with their design. But it would be nice. Actually, I think it would be nice if they just did a solderable PCB with all the support for the layouts, PCB mount, stabs as well, and then yeah, things like additional tops for the wrist rests, maybe even accent colors for the frame could be neat. So the ideas are abundant. Yeah. Does it wiggle? Which one does which one wiggle? This one? The frame doesn't seem to wiggle, which is good. The wrist rest does have a little bit of give. I mean, like, it's using those spring bar. I mean, not spring bars. It's using these bars, right? So like it does have some wiggle room, like, you know, a little bit. But no, the top frame doesn't really wiggle. I'm like trying to like move it a lot, and I think, hi Kiwi, I know they're so loud and annoying outside. Unlike you, you're the best boy. You're never annoying. Would the cover still close with SA profile keycaps? Probably not. I mean, I highly doubt it, because if you take a look at it up close, this is how it closes. It pretty much closes kind of nice and rectangular-ish. Like, I guess if you ignore the bottom weight, right? Like, let's ignore this compartment here. If you just ignore this, it closes kind of like this when it's cherry profile. So SA profile would be very tall. So I imagine that would probably put it around like, actually even taller. Maybe like here. Yeah. So, yeah. But yeah, I do think a solderable option for the PCB would be nice. I'll suggest it actually. Maybe I'll take a note of it right now. Actually, I can't type on this because I don't have the thing working. Let's see. Let's write down a quick sticky note here. So let's give feedback ESU67. So solderable PCB with all layout options, PCB mount stabilizers, leather, other tops for wrist rest, accent colors for frame. I think that pretty much covers most of it, I guess. Oh yeah, and I guess solderable and not wireless. And yes, I'm not typing on a 356CL right now. That board is actually right here. Ugh. I just had to unplug it because it like takes up space. Here. There's the 356CL. I have to plug it in though. Yeah, the switches. Oh, it's the same as the Proto build. So currently has MX Browns, plateless MX Browns. Yeah, MX Browns. Yeah, MX Browns on the Lily are pretty nice. The prototype is a little bit different from the production in the sense that I think they added a couple of screws in the middle, or a screw in the middle. So it's a little bit different, but there are like small revisions between the proto and the production. That keycap is gorgeous on the top keyboard. Oh, thanks. It's beige, just, you know, OG cherry beige on this gunmetal color, which is like light gray, really. Yeah. Step cabs, gang, for sure, all the time. Okay. All right. Well, Lily hasn't left the desk for a while, not gonna lie. Yeah, I had the Lily on the desk for a bit too, and then I recently built this, so I'm keeping this one for, I'm keeping it on a loaner for like a little bit, maybe like less than a month actually, and then, or a little over a month maybe, and then I'm giving this back to its owner. So just trying to put it on the desk as much as I can for now, because I don't think I'll own one. So yeah, I come by stream to see Nine Walker. Hi Kiwi. Hi. Yeah, what's up? Come here. Oh, I see, you're hungry, aren't you? Not for you. This board is not mine. This board is community friends, so I built it for them. I do builds for community members, so this was a commission. And I'm just, you know, keeping it on the desk for a bit. I know, it's not time yet. It's 3:49 p.m. Kiwi. Do you know what 3:49 means? Do you know what 3 or 4 or 9 means? But basically what I'm trying to say, Kiwi, is that it's not lunchtime, or I mean dinner time yet. Gotta keep guilty for as long as possible. Yeah, for now. Kiwi is like, what I mean is that you wouldn't cop one. Oh, this board, this keyboard, This TKL is one of the most expensive aftermarket boards ever. Like right now and always will be, I guess. Kiwi, come here. Just come here. Just come here. Oh, I know. Okay. Yeah. I wouldn't buy one for myself because it's too expensive. Could buy a car type ish. Yeah. It's just too much money, man. Kiwi wants to be on camera. Oh yeah, Kiwi wants to be on camera. Sorry, I make weird sounds when Kiwi's around. If you didn't know, I make weird sounds all the time. You might not know that I make weird sounds all the time, but whenever Kiwi's around, I make weird sounds all the time. Like, yeah. Wait, when he does like that when he does that. I make weird sounds when I'm playing with my daughter. Yeah, he's my son. Yeah. Good boy. Oh. Good boy. I want to sit here. Sorry, Kiwi. It's so messy. So messy around here. Let me put some stuff away, Kiwi, okay? It's just... I have so many things. Yeah. Okay, Kiwi, sit. Sit. Okay. Good boy. Oh my gosh, Kiwi, you're shedding so much right now. Right, meow. Just stay here. Oh, where's my mouse? Oh my gosh, look at this. He's shedding so much. Orange boy. Shedding so much orange fur. It's all over my face. Good thing I took my allergy meds. My allergies have been crazy this spring. So I typically don't have allergies, but this season has been kind of bad. I typically don't feel them here in New York. I feel them in other places, like in Connecticut, down in the DC area a little bit. But for a bit, I didn't feel anything like that here in New York. But this season's been pretty bad, like this year specifically. Every year's a different battle. Yeah. This guy. And then Kiwi sometimes will like rub his spit all over me, like, you know, in the morning. Like he'll come to bed and be like, he'll be like, feed me, and then like he like rubs spit on you because, you know, he's like rubbing like this, so then, you know, spit gets in the way, I guess. And then yeah, I'm like, I wake up and like my eyes are just like bloodshot red, you know. I'm like, what the hell? It's like, Kiwi, please let me wake up a morning without feeling like complete garbage. My cats bite my nose in the morning to get food. Oh my god. Okay, Kiwi is at least a pretty polite boy. Like, he's insistent, but he won't, like, I've heard of, okay, I used to have a neighbor who had a cat, and their cat, you know what they do? They would lick her eyelashes. Lick. Like, it's like, ah! Oh my god. So, like, I don't even, it's not even like, at this point, you know, I've had a pet, right? So it's like I don't think it's nasty, but it's just like, just the image of it, I'm like, excuse you? Like, with that sandpaper tongue? Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah. But yeah, Kiwi is a polite cat. Right, Kiwi? Yeah. Likes the scritchies. Okay. I'll put this back here, okay, Kiwi? Good boy. Alright. I guess we can wrap it up now. I'm pretty much done. I guess he wants to have some playtime with someone in the hallway, Kiwi. He's like, on the hallway. Look at him, he's so interested. Okay. Alright, friends, let's see if anybody else is streaming right now. I did see Alex earlier, but I think he wrapped up already. I see Marshmallows and Jay are currently doing a stream at the moment. So we can go whichever way. Phoebe? Okay. Phoebe it is. Alright. Alrighty then. Let's go read. Get this right. I always get the spelling wrong. Marshmallow HS. Okay. Alright, friends. I'm gonna wrap it up here for today. But you know, you'll catch me on the stream pretty soon. Maybe I'll use these MX blocks on the Zephyr 160. I'm not sure if other people have built the Zephyr keyboard, the HK board with MX blocks, but if not, then I'll just prep some other switches too. But I have the Nissan designed Zephyr Lab Z1 HKB board coming up. So there's that to build, and there should be some other boards, but I don't think they've arrived. So until then, I won't announce anything. But yeah, I'll wrap it up here, everyone. I hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday, if it's still Sunday for you. And if not, I hope you have a good start to your week. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And so does Kiwi say that, and he actually says goodbye as well. Bye, Kiwi. Alright, folks. Take care. Bye-bye. See you next time.